What up, everybody? This is LG, the movie man with Wait For It movie reviews, where we let you know if you should go see something or if you should wait for it. So it's been a little while. I think we missed a week, but I took a week off. I mean, what's wrong with that? Everybody's got to take a little time off, but we're right back at it. I've seen more movies than I think I've ever seen on any review. We're gonna start this one off with Shaft. Now, if you remember Shaft, Shaft is like probably one of the most, it's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. So for them to remake it, they picked the right person in Samuel Jackson to play Shaft. I think they did pay a lot of tribute to the original Shaft, and I think you'll enjoy that with some of the scores, the music that they used for the movie. I think went well. The whole storyline, without giving away the movie, it's an original Shaft story, basically protecting his home, protecting the Shaft name. I mean, what can you say? That's a bad mother. Shut your mouth, you know. So look, with Shaft, you got Jesse Usher. He plays Shaft Jr. of Samuel Jackson, and Regina Hall plays Shaft's, love interest, wife, girlfriend. We ain't gonna put a title on her, but basically Shaft's girl. They have a baby and they get into some trouble, and Shaft, he wants to protect his family, and so he sends them away, and then there goes the movie from there. Is it a movie I'm going to tell you to go see, or if it's a movie I'm going to tell you to wait for? Definitely go see this one. This is going to bring you all the old memories of watching the original Shaft, and even if you didn't watch Shaft before the original one, I think you'll enjoy this one. For me, being somebody that watched Shaft all the time, anytime I can watch it, especially with Samuel Jackson, he plays the perfect Shaft, because he's the perfect person to pick somebody to say some cuss words. But other than that, they do pay tribute to the original Shaft, Richard Roundtree, and he does have a nice cameo towards the end of the movie. So definitely go see this one. All right, let's hop into another film. Let's go Men in Black International. I'm a huge fan of the Men in Black whole franchise. Will Smith all the way till, now we have a woman, Teresa Thompson. She plays Agent M, and from the start, this movie, I enjoy it. I can see a whole nother 2 or 3 films coming from this one. Her co-star Chris Hemsworth, Thor, he comes in. Of course, he's not Fat Thor or anything like that, make it funny, but he definitely adds another level of comedy that you wouldn't find with just the normal Men in Black stuff that you would find. I think he's almost kind of plays the Will Smith style comedy that you would find from the old Men in Blacks. Is it a movie that I'm gonna tell you to go see, or I'm gonna tell you to wait for? Definitely go see this one. I enjoyed it. If you love the Men in Black franchise, you're gonna love this one. If you haven't seen any of the Men in Blacks and this is your first one, this is a great first one to start off on. And for my daughters, Ella and Gia, girl power, go. I definitely would tell you to go see this one. We're gonna jump into our next film, and that's gonna be Godzilla. Godzilla, King of Monsters. This is a tough one for me because Godzilla, I guess if you're going to go see Godzilla, you know what you're in for. You're in for a big ass monster that's going to chase down some town, and there's going to be a bunch of people screaming, looking up like they're looking up at Bigfoot's dick. But this movie, for me, Godzilla, actually changed the game. If you're going to give somebody a whole story about these huge, gigantic monsters coming to destroy a town, you might as well make it over the top. So in this Godzilla, they actually have about 17 monsters running around the earth. The storyline on how they got released and all that, it's definitely over the top, but I think you will enjoy it. Some of the cast are, let's hop in it. I think Liam Neeson is actually in this one too, as well. Hell no, not Liam Neeson. Charles Dance. Charles Dance, I don't think he looks anything like Liam Neeson, but just to say, for this sake of things, we're just gonna say it's Charles Dance, which is correct. But Millie Bobby, and then it has Farrah Majah, which her last name, I'm just not even gonna try to pronounce it. But is it a movie I'm gonna tell you to go see? definitely go see it, because this is the only way you're going to be able to watch it. Godzilla in the movie theater. Godzilla at home ain't shit, but Godzilla in the movie theater definitely is worth it. You got the loud noises, you got the Dolby surround sound, and you got the visual aspects of, you know, there's larger than life Godzilla. But I wouldn't suggest you watch it from home, because it ain't shit at home on your 42 inch. But definitely go see this one. It's worth it. They, like I said, they went over the top with the monsters. They had about 17 or 18 monsters running loose at one point, which I found exciting. So definitely go see it. The next one I got up is Dark Phoenix. Now, Dark Phoenix, you know, this is up my lane. This is in my lane, right? So Dark Phoenix is the last of Fox, pretty much. Fox gave it up. They just like, you know what? We're gonna hand these over to the people that know what they're doing. They gave it over to Disney. So now with this movie, I didn't know how to feel, because I'm like, are they gonna keep these same guys when Disney picks up where these guys are left off? Or what's Disney gonna do? Is they gonna start over? Is it gonna be a whole new bald Xavier X? Are we gonna see a new Storm? Is Halle Berry gonna come back? Because I'd like to see Halle Berry come back as Storm. But at the end of the day, Dark Phoenix, they did us justice. I mean, they didn't give us slop, but if you can remember, X-Men gave us Dark Phoenix, that was 2005 or something, 2006, with Hugh Jackman and the original Jean Grey, which I can't remember her name, but I think it's Natasha something. And I know she did a good job as Jean Grey too. And that storyline, it almost got me, it had me almost ready to drop a tear, but I didn't. The way Hugh Jackman went up there and he was like, I gotta save you, Gene, but I gotta kill you at the same time, bitch. You know, I enjoyed that one. But this one is a little different spin on that whole story. And if you are a big comic book like aficionado and you wanna go see it, even if you're not, is it a movie I'm gonna tell you to wait for or go see? Definitely go see this movie. It's probably gonna be the last time you see all those actors on one screen, which I enjoy those guys. I think they play off each other well. You know, it's got the same people. It's got Sansa as Jean Grey, and then everybody else is pretty much like unknowns for me. I was gonna try to say, at the end of the day, in this one, X-Men, you can't go wrong. Definitely go see it. Let's hop into our next film. This actually has been out for like a month. But it just actually blopped on my radar, which means it hopped on my movie site, and I checked it out. It was called Intruder. Intruder. It's got actually some familiar faces in it. It's got Dennis Quaid, which Dennis Quaid is getting a little old, man. I think I remember him from a couple of my little movies I watched from back in the day. But it's got Megan Good, which she always is wonderful in everything that she does. And, you know, my wife is also wonderful with everything she does as well. And I'm probably going to get in trouble, but it's also got Michael Ealy. He plays her husband, and he's a very successful black man. He's like, you know what, babe, what you want to do? She like, I want to live in Napa. I want to move to Napa and drink wine and look out the window and look at the ponds and look at the scenery. He's like, I'll give you whatever you want. Gave it to her. And unfortunately, you know, it was just wrong time, wrong person, because Dennis Quaid was living there and he wasn't really wanting to give up his home. But you know what, you check it out. It's a different spin on, you know, you in the house and somebody's trying to break in your house. Because what if the person that's trying to break in your house it's his house, you know? But it also has your boy Tommy from your TV show Power. So that gives you a little, like, you're like, man, this boy Tommy got a little death to him. But he still looks like Tommy and he still sounds like Tommy. So it's pretty cool. But is it a movie I'm gonna tell you to go see, or I'm gonna tell you to wait for? Wait for this movie. Wait for it. I ain't gonna make you spend your money on it. Even though it's got Megan Good in it, I still gonna tell you to wait for it, because personally, it definitely seems like it could be a Netflix movie, and you could wait for it and check out at any point, and it's still gonna be good. I'm not saying it's not a good movie, but to spend $15 right away to go see something when you have like Men in Black and a couple other movies at the theater, I definitely would tell you to wait for it. But this is LG for Wait For It Movie Reviews. I definitely appreciate you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment below. Holla.